Welcome to the Four Wheels and a Hat podcast.
Well, hello there to Four Wheels and a Hat. Hello, Mike. How are you today?
Hello, Grace. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Now, we were meant to have the gorgeous diva today, but she is having her wisdom teeth taken out.
She's a diva, basically.
She's a diva. Diva, not turning up. I don't know whether I scared her off. I just said that you'd be meeting the lovely Mike. She'd rather have her teeth taken out.
You said that's like pulling teeth.
So she is coming on the 16th, which I'm very happy about.
Excellent.
So I thought today we might just talk about, it's coming up to that festive time. And I know that you love your red wine. Do you like mulled wine?
Funny enough, I've just bought 6 bottles of mulled wine. Because if you got,
Don't you make it yourself?
No.
I thought you'd be there, because you've got an Arga, slicing the old.
It's cheap, isn't it, to buy? Literally, it's like £3 or £4 a bottle, and if you buy 6 bottles, it's 25% off. I thought this is too good to be true, so I
Have you started early? Have you? Will you be having some?
I have had a glass of not this morning. I did have a glass in the front of the fire on Sunday, I think it was.
That's lovely.
That was nice. Real fire was going, crackling.
Oh. And do you listen to Neil Diamond? Crackling real.
No. I think I was just watching the television. I'm not a massive fan of Christmas songs, although I have got an Elton John Christmas jumper, which is Step Into Christmas, which I might wear for your final podcast before Christmas.
Could you wear it for us? I'm sure Diva would love that as well if you do it on the 16th.
I'm sure she would.
Yeah.
And we've got a couple of Christmas lunches booked that I shall wear it for.
Oh, brilliant. Where are you going for your Christmas lunch?
Just locally in Henley Narden,
yes.
mainly. And then I don't know where the other one is. I don't look after my own diary, do I?
Well, you've got a PA to do that. You've got a wonderful PA. Could you actually manage your diary by yourself?
It's difficult because when I try and put things in my diary, they don't always appear in the right year or the right month.
I do that. You know what I did at work? I booked the whole year off. And it got declined. I said, why? I wanted to take, what's it called? A spaghettical. I can never say.
Sabbatical.
That's a word.
I think a spaghettical is something to do with spaghetti and a year-long holiday, I think.
I can never say that word, Mike. But did you have a good morning today? Were you meant to do something, you didn't do it?
Well, I was meant to have my Arga serviced, hence being about half an hour late, having to adjust our appointment. But then I forgot to turn the Arga off the night before. So
that could have been very dangerous for the
people who don't have Argas before, you don't. This is all new to me, this country living.
Well, do you have the wellies now? Do you have the wellies and the stalker cap and everything?
Do you have to wear wellies when you cook on the Arga? I don't understand.
No, but I mean the countryness. I've
got a ride-on lawnmower, if that counts.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you like riding on it?
No, well, it's giving me a funny it's giving me a funny thing on my hand. It's giving me a lump in my hand from the vibration.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, obviously you're using it a lot.
Well, I don't know quite sure where these conversations are going.
Oh my goodness. So can I just go through something very, very quickly? I just need to plug someone's business, which is Stratford Acupuncture. Have you had acupuncture before?
No, I don't see the point, really.
You don't see the point. Okay. Well,
that's a joke, by the way.
It is because, of course, they put all the needles in you.
Yeah.
But it's going to be opening at Tudor Medical, which is in Stratford-upon-Avon, and they've got an open evening on the 6th of December. You've got £5 off those treatments if you use the code OPEN5. But acupuncture, as you know, Mike, is so good for everything. It's got here that it's good for menopause, mental health, arthritis, long COVID. It really helps with everything. And the girl that's working here, she's really gorgeous. Her name is Sian Evans. She's really fantastic. She looks like a pre-Raphaelite beauty.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? So just for that alone, you'd go and see Sian.
Well, I might know. You've changed my opinion already. Have you got a photograph?
I haven't, but if you go on her website,
okay.
there's loads of pictures of Sian, but she is absolutely beautiful. But what it is here as well, it's called a multi-bed, and it means that there's so many other people having the treatments at the same time on the bed.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
I think, I didn't know whether, because it has got multi-bed, whether it's on the same bed or just in that room.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it sounds like something else, doesn't it?
Yes, like sort of
Sounds like an orgy.
swingers sort of.
But I don't think it is. But if you want any more details, go onto Sean's website, which I will link on here.
Do they have to leave the needles in? So once they put them in, do they leave the needles in?
I think they leave it in
so
for a
you
bit.
could go and attend to somebody else, maybe.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
Probably, yeah.
And I think it cuts down on costs, so more people have it. So in the Western world, we don't do it that way, but it's becoming more these multi beds. But if you are interested, it says come and have a chat on the 6th of December. Wow. So Mike might be there with all his ailments.
Many ailments.
When you're having your red wine, do you have a mince pie with it as well? I'm obsessed with mince pies.
At Christmas time, yeah. A nice mince pie, yeah, nice one.
So do you make them yourself?
No, I've never made. My mother used to a long time ago, but yeah.
But now you've got an Arga, you could make your own.
Yeah. I haven't quite got the gist of the Arga completely.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you have to reduce the times of things, don't you? When you're cooking.
Yeah.
Don't you find that?
I think it's great. I can do sausages and bacon in it.
Oh, brilliant.
And breakfast things are really easy, but I haven't quite mastered, because a baked potato seems to take like forever.
Yes, it does.
Like the potato's gone off by the time it's actually cooked.
Do you ever forget that it's in there?
Yes, I've done that. When I first had a mic, this is a long time ago, when microwaves were quite new, probably 20 years ago or more maybe.
Yeah.
I put a baked potato in and I thought, well, it's not going to take as long as a normal baked potato. So I put it in for like 40 minutes or something like that. When I opened the door, it just burst into flames.
Mine are always like cannons when they come out of my parents. My mum and dad always forget to put, they put it in like a fish pie, but they forget it's in there. And then all you can smell is this like burning smell.
Yeah.
It's been there for ages. So you can leave anything. But Argas are really good for drying your clothes as well.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put my jeans and my T-shirts right by the Arga.
And just right by the And also when you come in, they're really good for just standing there, opening the door and just placing your buttock.
Warming your bottom.
Shall I tell you what? They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is your favourite mince pie out, if you were to choose, like M&S, Sainsbury's?
Well, I've never really compared them, but we could do that one day, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could actually. I might bring them in.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with an M&S or a Waitrose one, can you?
Yeah.
Really? They're going to be good.
Marks actually have a whole aisle full of mince pies, all different ones. You can get mini ones, big ones, all shapes. All shapes.
Don't know. Why has that made you laugh? I don't know.
I don't know. Every time we have a conversation, it could go the other way, guys. I don't know what it is.
It's like carry on podcasting, isn't it? Really?
But I must say,
yes.
Should I tell you what? I really miss the carry-ons. Yeah. I really miss carry-ons.
They're just not politically correct now, are they? They can't do those things anymore.
You can't. Do you secretly watch them? I do.
No.
I think
I don't secretly watch them. I'm really open about it. I haven't watched one for donkeys years. I don't ever watch one in full.
Really, haven't you?
I don't think so.
Oh, because I used to love, is it Carry On Camping? That was one of my favourites.
Yeah.
But going back to the mince pie, do you like to see the star of the mince pie, like on the top, or do you like it like the Mr. Kipling just covered? Or icing on it?
I like a bit of icing sugar. Little bit of, snowiness.
Yeah, the snowiness.
But no real preference.
No.
It's not a conversation I've had before in detail about mince pies.
I'm just intrigued of how you would, because at the Vintner in Stratford-upon-Avon, you can have that with your mulled wine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's just...
I should get some in on my next shopping order.
On your next shopping order, what would you have for Christmas lunch? Are you cooking Christmas lunch in your Arga? Or are you going out?
No, I thought I'll be down in Cornwall, I think. So I won't be... probably won't be cooking. I might be assisting. I don't know. But I did cook Christmas dinner last year, and it was traditional sort of turkey dinner.
Oh my goodness! Did you cook for everybody? I mean, not the whole of the.
A few people. I can't remember who came now. It's like almost a year ago. I've forgotten.
But who would you like there? I think I know who you'd like.
Who would I like there?
You'd like Liz Earl there.
Oh, we're trying to work on Liz Earl to come.
We are. Liz Earl, if you're out there, I know I'd have to go through your PR team, but we'd really like you on this show because Mike remembers you.
I do. We used to communicate a lot.
Did you?
Yeah. But also, I told you, I don't know why it came up in conversation, but I was sending somebody an old demo of mine for fun, an old radio demo. And it has a little line of Liz Earl saying something at the end of it. And I thought, I'm sure that's Liz Earl. We were talking about it this morning, I think, and she said something about...
Oh, my goodness. You see...
I've made her... She's talking about this morning, but it sounds, the way we've edited it, that she's talking about me.
Oh my goodness, we need to put that out in the universe. Liz, you've got to meet Mike again. Bit of a dish. Hasn't changed. And then you just strike it off. You know, I would have a little drink with you, then I'd be called away. And then
Urgently.
urgently, I'd be called away. Oh my goodness, I've got to go somewhere very quickly. And then you would have a nice time with Mike. So if you're out there, or the PR team of Liz Earl, can we get in touch? And you can come onto the show. It'd be fantastic. Mike, did you have, apart from the Ark, did you have a good morning? Apart from waiting for me?
Apart from waiting for you. Well, there's been 2 accidents on the high street in Henley this morning, which is a bit weird. But apart from that, yes, I think everyone's okay, I think. But yeah, it's just been a very busy morning because also,
Busy morning.
As you know, I've got a pilot's license, as you know.
Yes,
and I
you know.
suddenly discovered last night that it's got 3 days before it expires. So it means I've got to go and do an hour with a flying instructor. Otherwise, it means me doing a new flying test, and I don't want to do that.
What happens in the flying test?
A flying test, it's like a driving test, basically. You have to you do the whole thing.
Oh, gosh.
Like,
do you have to do emergency stop ever?
It's not quite. If you had an emergency stop in a plane, you'd fall out of the sky. But you would do what they call a practice forced landing. So if your engine stopped, you would do that. So you'd have to say, so I'm going to try and land in that field there. And also, what journalists, or when they talk about a plane stalling,
yes,
they always get it wrong because they think a stall is the engine stop like a car stalls. A stall means it stopped flying, so you're in an attitude that won't fly anymore. So imagine if you went upwards like a rocket, the plane wouldn't fly because it's not got the airflow over the wings.
Oh my God!
So that would be a stall. So quite often you have to practice a stall.
Gosh, that's pretty scary.
It's quite scary.
Because then you have to start it all up again.
Well, it's not starting up. The engine's still running, but the airplane is at an attitude that it can't fly anymore. So you have to push the nose down, get the speed up, and then pull out of a dive, basically.
So then you have to go down. You like, yeah.
And in the old days, they used to have to do spinning as well, which means that if a plane stalled and went into a spin, you'd have to know how to get out of a spin. But they had too many accidents practicing recovery from a spin that actually stopped doing it.
Gosh, it's a very technical.
So that's why I don't want to do my test again. I just want to have an hour with an instructor and convince them that I can still fly.
You know who you could get to help you on that? Cara Vorderman. She's a pilot, isn't she?
She's not an instructor though. She's not a flying instructor.
I thought she was. Have you tried? You've tried down that avenue, haven't you? You've gone, dear Carol, can you help me?
I met her once at the Isle of Man TT, and then she kept like following me around, you know. So.
Did she?
Well, she kept bumping into me, you know.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mike. She's like that.
Yeah.
But she's lovely.
I've got your number.
Yeah. She's single, isn't she?
Yeah, she's quite old though, isn't she? You know me, I like a younger woman. Her number's far too high for me now.
Isn't she the same age as you?
Possibly.
40. She's only 40.
Yeah.
But I had an interesting morning. Flo had forgot her shoes were in Richard's car.
Right.
So I said, couldn't you wear some of mine? And she looked at mine, which are like cowboy boots and everything. She said, they're not for school.
Yeah.
So the shoes that we had recycled, or I'd put in the recycle bin, her school shoes this week, I had to fish them out, and she was wearing those. But because the leather had, with the wetness, it looked like she was wearing, do you remember the guy from Rent-A-Ghost? The ghost from that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar really.
You know, like Jester's shoes, they turn up.
Yeah.
That's how her school shoes were.
Okay.
Terrible. She didn't forgive me, but, you know, that's her issue, as Rich said.
Her issue.
Her issue. Yes, I like that. Her issue. And have you bought your Christmas gifts?
No. No, not yet.
You haven't?
It's I feel a bit guilty because some of my Christmas gifts I gave people last year, we haven't actually got to do the things that I gave them. So I gave somebody like a plate ride on a steam railway, you know, when you go on the front.
Yes.
The footplate. What they call it, a footplate, do they call it? Or where they're driving them from anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't arranged that properly. I promised my PA I'll take her and her husband to New York. We haven't done that either.
Gosh, so these are like empty promises.
They are. I got a guidebook.
I thought you were saying you've got a good guide.
A guidebook. So I just feel guilty. So I'm gonna need physical presence this year. Otherwise, But I still will keep my promises.
You'll keep
obviously, yeah.
Did you when you said you were going to take them to New York?
Yeah.
Were you going with them?
Oh yeah. Well, possibly, yeah.
Were you going to fly them there? Could you do that?
No. It's too far for little planes. Yeah. You could, in theory, you could, because people do go up via Greenland and then go back. Yeah. But it's a very long journey. It's not a nice thing to do in a small plane.
Isn't it? No. Did you get like claustrophobic?
No, it's not that. It's just the length of time it takes. I mean, been down as far as Mallorca and Ibiza and
Yeah.
like that, but even that's a little bit impractical. You're better off buying, EasyJet. Really.
EasyJet.
Yeah.
And have you ever done it? You see people standing outside the plane, and the plane.
The wing walking.
Yes. Have you ever done that?
No. I think I'm too heavy. You have to be quite light for that.
Do you?
Yeah,
'Cause I
you'd be
remember-
all right. You'd be okay.
Would I be okay?
Yeah, you'd be fine.
But are you strapped?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah. They do get out. They do get out, but they're on a sort of something to stop them falling.
Yeah, because I was just thinking it'd be terrible.
Yeah.
And also, what about the suction with the plane? The air
wind,
force.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, it would be like standing on outside your car at 80 miles an hour. That's the
Really.
90 knots, whatever.
Probably not advisable.
No.
Probably not advisable. So Christmas, you have it with the family, you have it with your son. How does it
Yeah,
work?
well, it varies from year to year, but my brother's down in Cornwall, so it would be a nice trip down to Cornwall.
So you'll just be putting your feet up.
Well,
Will you be helping?
I'll be always helping,
Yeah. Or do you just be sitting interfering?
Yeah.
Does he have a log fire?
He does actually have a log fire. He's just putting a new one in, so yeah.
Do you help cutting the logs? Do you cut the logs for him?
No, they haven't got anywhere really. You'd have to have them delivered, but
Yeah.
I've got a bit of land now with this new house, and I haven't even got around to cutting my own logs yet because it's just a bit.
It's a bit faffy.
Yeah, and you've got to dry them for years, haven't you? For
Do
quite
you?
a long
Can't
time.
you? Oh, I thought you could just cut the wood and just.
No, you've got to season them. It takes ages.
Gosh.
In fact, you can't buy wood now for a wood fire unless it's below. I think it's 20% water content. They have to. It's illegal for them to sell logs up that are too wet.
Really?
Mm.
Gosh, there's a real science to it. I thought you just.
It might be less than that. Might be 6. I can't remember what the percentage. It might be 6% or something. Even,
Yeah.
But yeah, they have to be dried, either
Wow.
air dried or kiln dried.
Oh gosh. And Christmas tree, do you decorate it, or because you're going down to Cornwall, are you not having
I
Christmas
have got
tree?
a Christmas tree up actually. I had so many
Have
decorations.
you got it up already?
Yeah, I have got it up already. And also, potentially, we're having some decorations on the high street here on the front of the building.
Oh my goodness, who's
first
doing
time.
that?
It's a local contact.
When you say local content, is it you
No,
who's doing it?
no.
So what kind of things, like big baubles and things?
With lots of natural pine and some baubles. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that would look lovely. Are you going to have your picture taken outside?
we could use it for a bit of marketing, couldn't we?
Good. Yeah, I would.
yeah.
I'd do that.
Yeah, we have got a small 1 to 2 person office available at the moment.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, so
And
all
how much
helps.
is the square foot? How much is it?
Oh, it's cheap. It's really cheap. It's about £300 a month or something like that. It's
Well,
crazy
that's
cheap.
really good.
It's cheap. Yeah.
Could someone just live there?
No.
Just thinking it would be a cute little rent.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's really good. And if you think it's a nice place to
Yeah.
actually work, isn't it?
Henley's a lovely place to work because you can go out and have a little walk, whether it's to the post office or to the local pubs, restaurants. You've got everything here, haven't you?
And also, you've got the new Keller's Deli. Have you been?
No.
Oh my goodness,
Is it
you've got
good?
to go there. Yes, I walked in. When did I go with Griggs? No, I went with Hannah, and it was fantastic. And we had 2 sausage rolls.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I just thought the curtain thing's a bit unusual at the front. It's got those dark curtains. Makes it look a bit spooky in there.
It's when you go in, it's like an Aladdin's cave,
Oh, is it?
full of food,
Nice.
which I really like.
Yeah,
I
well,
could have just, I could have just stayed there. Rich has been a couple of times. He said not today because
Oh.
it's just too nice,
Too much.
too much.
Do they do those nice black pudding sausage
Black
rolls?
pudding. Yes, this one had a bit of apple in it as well.
Oh, nice.
But the lady's lovely, and I've asked her to come on the podcast.
Oh, good.
So hopefully she might bring some food.
Yeah. That's the idea, isn't it?
That's the idea. But I was disappointed James didn't bring any wine the last time, did he?
No.
So we must ask him next time if he
Yeah.
could bring some wine as well. And so how long will you be in Cornwall for?
Probably over Christmas and New Year, although I have just booked something in for the 23rd, so that means I can't go down until probably either the evening of the 23rd. So,
Yeah.
And they live right down the far end, so I was
So
actually thinking about treating myself to a night in Exeter.
Oh, I would.
And they've got an Ivy there and an Ivy breakfast as well.
Yeah, Ivy breakfasts are nice. What's your favourite thing at the Ivy, apart from the breakfast? What would you have for breakfast? Would you have the muesli and
No,
granola?
I go the proper
Granola,
English
good.
breakfast. If I went for a Sunday lunch the other day at the one in Oxford, and they'd run out of Sunday lunch.
Oh, that's naughty.
Yeah, so I went for my traditional shepherd's pie.
You can't beat that. Do you have a little side salad with it?
I have something with it usually. They're quite small, aren't they?
Yeah,
But
they are quite
something-
small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a glass of champagne?
I think I had a glass of red wine. You know me.
Yeah. I always think of you like a jammy red, as you call it.
Yeah.
A cozy red.
Yeah.
What's your favourite? If you weren't going for the one with the yellow label on, yellow tail, what would you go for?
I don't really know. Just a Merlot or Malbec. In fact, I went to for dinner with some friends.
Yeah.
On Saturday, and they're proper wine snobs. So I took a bottle of my Jammy Red and a bottle of champagne as well. And everyone, they were all taking the mick because it was my wine, and I was drinking my red wine. And then one by one, they all started going from my bottle of red wine to the posh bottles.
Yes, you see.
See, and they go, oh, this is, they go, oh, it's too sweet. But then by the end of the night, they were going, oh, this is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I don't like it when it just tastes of oak, you know, and it's too.
Yeah, that is unusual, yeah.
But when it's like yellow tail, that's it's a nice one.
Yeah, it's nice.
But I find the more reasonable ones are really nice.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to spend a lot of money
Well,
on
I think they're popular for a reason, aren't they? Because people like them.
Yeah. And champagne. You love your champagne as well.
I like a Bollinger, but that's just me.
Would you have one every Friday? Just by yourself?
No. People buy you bottles of champagne, don't they? When they don't know what to buy you for your birthday or your housewarming or whatever.
Yeah, they do, don't they? I bought it for a friend. She was teetotal. She didn't drink. I said, "Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
One for me."
Well, my friends who have been together for donkey's years, and they got married last year. And when you're in your sort of 50s or whatever, and you get married, people don't know what to buy you. It was their first marriage as well, so it wasn't like a second marriage. But they'd got everything they want. They got a nice home. They got everything in their home. So they had like literally hundreds of bottles of champagne. And because the guy doesn't drink much at all, he's a airline captain, doesn't drink. You don't often open a bottle of champagne on your own, do you? Wow. For you, Mark. So when I go around there, the champagne's always cracked open.
Yeah.
Because it's a chance to drink some.
Well, otherwise it goes off.
Yeah.
Goes off. Yeah. So a Bollinger, do you like a vintage Bollinger or just?
I'm not that rich. I'm not in your crazy world of richness.
I'm not. I'm a pauper. Would you, with the, actually, I'm just thinking about it now. James Bond has Bollinger, doesn't he?
Does he?
You have an Aston Martin.
Yes.
You have Bollinger.
Yes.
I think he has an Arga too.
Oh, really?
I think so. You could really fit that bill.
People do ask me about, do I feel like James Bond in my Aston Martin? I say no, but it does help me Roger Moore.
I like that, Mike. So you'll be driving. You won't catch the train to Cornwall.
No, I think because I'd like to be able to get around on my own down there.
Yes, so you don't want to be trapped.
I'll take the car, but I shall take my. We've got a couple of company Fiat 500s.
Yes,
I might take one of those because it's so you can whiz around in it. Whereas
especially around
big.
and especially around the small area. Is it near Penzance?
It's quite it's further down than Penzance even. It's like really at the bottom here at Selling Cove.
Gosh, nearly off the cliff.
It's literally about a mile from Land's End. It is, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's you can walk to Land's End in 10-15 minutes.
Oh wow.
So
I think take that Fiat.
Yes.
Just in case.
It's easier to bomb around in, yeah.
Yeah. And do you ever go on the boats as well there?
The boats?
Yeah. Do they have boats? Ferries.
There's a few ferries, yeah. I've never been on the boat to Facilis because normally I'd fly down there in the nice time of year, but I think the posh plane that we use is being serviced or something. Something's going away for repair over the Christmas holidays.
Or is it just they don't want you to fly it?
No, it's expensive anyway, but you've got no transport when you get there, which is a bit of an issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So if we're going for a weekend, I'll take the plane maybe, but if I'm going to go for a week or so on a bob around, a little car will be useful.
Yeah, it will be.
So yeah, I'll probably drive down, and because it's a bit of a longer journey in a Fiat 500.
Yeah.
An Artin Exeter would be rather nice.
Very nice. And then just go to all the little country pubs.
Yeah.
Very nice, very tranquil. So so next week I'm actually in London.
Oh, nice.
In London. And then the week after we'll have Diva here.
Excellent.
And then I'm fingers crossed, I'm trying to get the Cookie Cottage. Have you ever been there?
No.
Well, Hannah from the Cookie Cottage, she is going to look at her diary and see whether she can come as well.
That sounds good.
And interview. She does like gorgeous cookies.
I guess that from the name. Does she live in a cottage as well? Does she?
No, she doesn't. But her business is in Sheaves Walk, but they're everywhere. Solihull in Touchwood.
Okay.
And they're in where are they? Selfridges in Birmingham as well.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
really taken off.
Yeah.
So there you go. So
yeah.
we'll leave it there. And nothing else to say today. But not next week, but the week after, we will have the gorgeous Diva with us talking all about face flow. But thank you so much for joining us. This was just a little general chit chat. Have a gorgeous Wednesday, whatever you're doing. Keep being you. Bye for now.